It's Ridder time. For now it is. You'll just have to prove yourself from here on out. Oh no, coach. I did enough against the Saints. I almost won the game. So I already proved myself. Do you want me to bench you? No. I mean, you're right. You are totally right. I need to... Sorry. You're right. What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown. And if you're new here, welcome. So this video is going to be fun because we're going to go over my overall thoughts on how Desmond Ridder played in his first ever NFL game. His first ever regular season NFL game. And then after that, we'll not even just go over my overall expectations moving forward for Desmond Ridder, but there's just something I wanted to point out to Falcons fans. And you'll see a little more of what I mean later on, but there are just two things that I just want to get out there. For one thing, these thoughts are actually based off of the second time I had to watch the Falcons and Saints game. The first time was sort of out of desperation because I was at Miami for an event, and I never go to bars. I simply just needed somewhere to watch the game. And so I just went to this bar, and the TV wasn't small, but I still had to kind of look at it and squint a little bit. And my overall thoughts on that game were kind of just this is after the bar. I'm just okay, well, Desmond Ridder didn't really play all that great. And, he made some pretty bad mistakes, but hopefully he'll get better moving forward. But surprisingly, the second time watching this at home, my thoughts changed, but not as much as I thought it would. And I'm excited to go over them. But the only other thing to talk about here, and you guys actually have seen it, but for those that haven't and are interested, I actually did release 2 new trailers for 2 new upcoming movies coming up. Links are in the description below. And the support yet again is incredible. And it's incredible that it's getting a lot more support than I ever would have imagined. And that goes all to you guys. So thank you guys. So what are my overall thoughts on Desmond Ridder in the second time I watched the game? Again, not a whole lot changed because, the decision making was pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. Ouch. There's so many overthrows, underthrows. Why are you throwing it to this receiver type throw? I mean, it was honestly, it wasn't good. It honestly was not good at all. But I didn't want to shred him too much because I'm okay, it's a rookie quarterback. Did you just think he was going to be the next Patrick Mahomes right away? Of course not. I guess I kind of already said it, but the only other con I saw is that he just wasn't all that accurate. And he was overthrowing and underthrowing receivers. Those were really the only negatives I saw from Desmond Ridder, is that he just wasn't very accurate and didn't make great decisions. But what about some positives? I actually did see a lot of positives. The only thing that I saw in the preseason that did still apply to the regular season, at least so far, is that he does have a quick release. That still stayed the same. I felt like that quick release was still there. And that mobility was actually a lot more... it was a lot quicker mobility than I thought it would be. I didn't know Desmond Ridder was mobile, obviously, but just watching him run versus how Marcus Mariota ran, there was a noticeable difference. At least I felt. I felt like Marcus Mariota was definitely not as fast as you saw Desmond Ridder run the football. I don't know, what you guys think about this, but I kind of felt like Desmond Ridder had some pretty good pocket presence. When there was a pocket collapsing, I felt like he did a pretty good job of seeing an open lane right away and taking what's there. I felt like he had, not elite pocket presence or anything. It's just for a rookie in his first ever game, I felt like his pocket presence was pretty good. And then, one other positive I saw is I felt like he kind of had some zip on the ball. I kind of thought, even though they weren't accurate, at least it was a fast ball, right? So if you could just find a way to fix the accuracy, then, I mean, that'll be at least interesting, I guess, for Desmond Ridder. But, those were really the only things I saw from his actual play versus the Saints. I know, like, he didn't have the best game. I would overall say, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Overall, I don't think he had a great game. Those overthrows and underthrows, none of that is acceptable. But I mean, I felt like he had some zip on the ball. I don't know. And then I felt like he had quick release, quick throws, and quick mobility. So I guess all in all, he was a quick quarterback, I guess. So I thought those were some positives to take away. Felt like the team at least, they at least knew he was a rookie. They tried to fight for him. It felt like the game was over, like, as soon as, what was the score? Like 21-10. Like, I honestly just was like, yeah, this game is over. But this Falcons team kept fighting. And I think this team at least knows that he was a rookie. And it's nice to just see that they didn't give up on him, is all I'm really trying to say. But there's two other things. Just before I get to, like, what to expect moving forward from Desmond Ridder, can we please just be patient with him? Like, the expectations were very, very high, at least on Twitter. Most of the time when I'm roasting Falcons fans, I want you all to know that most of the time it's on Twitter. You YouTube guys have been very chill and relaxed. But Twitter, there's just absolutely no one that understands patience, and it's kind of frustrating. Like, all I did, and I can't remember specifically what I tweeted, but there was something like, I tweeted, I'm not going to rip on Desmond Ridder too much. He's a rookie. He's going to make rookie mistakes. Something like that. Maybe I'll just like put the screenshot on the screen somewhere. I don't know. But then all of a sudden, this guy is like, oh, so when are you going to bail out your quarterback next time or something like that? And he's like, all these fans, they're being proven wrong that he was never the franchise savior and like the savior of the Falcons. And I'm like, so if I just say like, if a rookie quarterback makes rookie mistakes, does that mean I'm a Desmond Ridder truther all of a sudden? Like, maybe I just don't remember what I've been saying all year, but I don't remember me trying to point my finger at the camera saying, I believe in Desmond Ridder and you should too. Like, I'm just like, he's a rookie. Like, he's going to make mistakes. I'm not trying to bail him out and say he's the next franchise quarterback or anything. I'm simply just saying he's a rookie and will make rookie mistakes. People don't understand patience. It's kind of frustrating. Like, everyone, I mean, I'm sure there are some people on Twitter that did say, yeah, he's the next franchise quarterback and all, but can we just have patience with freaking Desmond Ridder is all I'm trying to say. Like, no one here said that he was the next Mike Vick and Matt Ryan. We just are like, can we just evaluate him and just understand a rookie is going to make rookie mistakes? It just frustrated me. But anyway, and the second thing actually was kind of really what to expect moving forward. What to expect from him? To be honest with you, I don't actually know at this point. Like, there are a lot of things he needs to develop. One thing I was kind of surprised about is I thought Arthur Smith, and I know there were a couple of comments in the previous video that I made going over, is Desmond Ridder going to be ready right away? There were some comments saying Arthur Smith might set up some plays and he'll kind of be set up for failure because Arthur didn't really believe in Desmond Ridder. And I know I've also been saying that, like, Desmond Ridder, I don't know if Arthur Smith believes in him. And I didn't actually say if Arthur Smith was going to make plays that set him up for failure or anything, but I honestly kind of believed it simply because I didn't know if Arthur Smith really liked Desmond Ridder, but it did kind of seem like they gave him a little bit of a fair shot. Like, his first ever snap, they gave him a passing play to just kind of, I don't know, just see what he has. And overall, this team at least fought for him, and Arthur Smith, I don't think he was making these terrible, obvious calls to set him up for failure like I at least kind of thought was somewhat true. So Desmond Ridder and Arthur Smith, I guess the connection is there, and they're just going to try and develop him for the rest of the season. And I guess my overall thoughts is, like, we kind of just have to hope that Desmond Ridder can at least make better decisions. I don't know how long it's going to take to fix accuracy in the NFL, but yeah, like, as far as decision making, that can be coached, and I guess that's all we really have to worry about moving forward, because this Falcons team, it's depressing that we're still in the playoff mix, but somehow we still are, and that's incredibly sad. But the thing we should actually look forward to is just seeing if Desmond Ridder can improve. And I think the quick release, the quick mobility, all of that's going to be there. It's just the only thing we need to hope for is better decision making, at least for the moment. But that's all I got. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys with a video this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate y'all for the support, and as always, rise up.